Another exclusive live session with the Hype Magazine.
You need to stop what you're doing. Pay attention.
World famous Hype Magazine. Going down right now.
You are tuned in to a new installment of Hypeland Exclusive. I am T.M.R, your host. I'm Senior VP of the Hype Magazine, and I'm sitting here with a very special guest today. We have no other than Raydar. Ray, how you doing,
my brother T.M.R?
Hey, I'm amazing, man. I can't complain
That's
at
the
all.
dopest name I've ever heard, by the way.
I appreciate it. My parents were pretty on it. You know, they were
It's
hippie-ish.
like I could say to you, like, can I see you tomorrow? And you might be thinking I'm talking about now, but it might be tomorrow. Like, it's just one of those things
Exactly.
where it's dope as fuck.
Exactly.
I love it.
So hey, this guy right here is somebody you have to know. So Ray, I want you to let everybody know who you are, a little bit about, your background, just kind of fill us in for those that don't know you.
Well, my name is Ray Daniels. I'm a music executive. I guess that's the world that I live in. I'm a music executive, but I think I'm more of a coach. I feel like I'm a coach to, young talented people and young talented executives and just young people who want to. I'm a coach to the dreamers. I think I did what's the word? What's the thing that you do when you, a vision board. And I did it like 4 years ago. Crazy. It was like 4 years ago. And I had on there like all the things I wanted to do. And the top of it was I wanted to be the ambassador to the dreamers. Like I wanted the dreamers to feel like they could come see me and I can give them a way or somehow. I'm a kid with a dream that's here. Getting interviewed by you. And I don't even think I've done anything special besides do what I do, I guess,
Well, word on the street, like you said, is that you believe in the dreamers. So for anyone that I know, I've been in Atlanta 18 years. I know a few of those dreamers.
What part of Atlanta?
I've lived all over Atlanta in my 18 years of being here right now.
From College Park. Right?
College Park.
Yeah, I'm from Old National.
You born and raised?
Well, I was born in the Bronx, but I'm from College Park. If you ask me where I'm from College Park. I moved to Old National when I was 12, and that's what I love. That's where I'm from, in my mind.
Absolutely. Well, hey, man, that is amazing. So tell us a little bit about how you got started in this business.
Well, the music business wasn't really something that I wanted to do. It was just random. It was like, one day I'm just a guy that has a regular job in college trying to figure out what to do in my life. And the next day, this guy who I went to, not elementary school, I went to middle school with and high school with, he texted me yesterday randomly, but I went to high school, middle school with him, and he was in junior college, and he basically flagged me down on no national, like flagged me down, like, yo, you see somebody, you chuck the deuce, like, what up, bro? And they looked at me, he's like, you, pull over, now. I'm like, the fuck? Like, what you want? So I pulled over, he just was like, I need to talk to you, I need your help. I didn't know what he was talking about, I didn't know what he wanted, I didn't really think much of it. It was just one of those, like, I saw, oh boy, he asked me for my number, okay. And he hit me every day, like for a month straight. Like, yo, come to the crib tonight. And it was like late night, 11 o'clock, come to my car. He had a cabin off Old National. I didn't even know Old National had cabins. He kept calling me, and I'm like, what? Like, so I was basically like, I had to take my roommates with me, because I was like, yo, y'all gotta come with me, because bring the pistols, because I don't know what this dude wants. And he basically played me music, he sung, rapped, all this stuff, and he was just like, since you was a kid, since I can remember, you've always had the ability to talk to people and they listen. And I feel like you could help me with what I'm doing. And I did. And here I am, and that's the story. I mean, I just learned on my way, didn't know nobody in the music business, didn't have a family member, didn't have nothing, just a dream. That's why I said, the way I feel, I always want to, give the dreamers the answers, because nobody gave me the answers. And I really think I'm like the luckiest person you'll ever meet, because I got this far strictly by luck and favor. If I tell you stories about how I ended up doing the things I've done, it was literally like right place, right time, asked the right question, got everything I wanted.
So with what you're saying, it sounds like you were put in position to help people.
Yeah, I mean, it all came natural. I'm a big brother. I have a little brother and a younger sister, and I've been taking care of them their whole lives. And the management thing became easy because it was as a manager, all you are is a big brother there just to protect the people you with, make sure that they're okay, make sure that nobody messes with them and their business is handled. I mean, it really wasn't. It really none of this came difficult to me. It was really. Now I don't want to say easy because it wasn't easy, but the tangible, the things that are like the shit you can't teach. I got. You know, like. I always hustled to make sure my family had what they needed. So I always hustled. Like my first car, I bought it. My sister's first car, I bought it. My brother's first car, I bought it. So, and that was when I wasn't making nothing. I was just hustling up $600 to buy a car. Everything that they had, I set the example of what a man is. So it became easy. It wasn't like the music thing just kind of was, like I said, it just landed in my lap and it was like, here I am. But real talk, it was the shit you can't teach. The kind of seeing when somebody mad, like, oh, tomorrow not feeling good. Tomorrow, what's up? What's wrong? Talk to me. That shit came easy because that's who I was. It was the business part that I had to learn, and that's what happened.
So you are your brother's keeper is what it sounds like.
Yes,
and
I am.
More than anything, a manager and consultant, it sounds like, because you can listen to people and kind of relate to them and, you know, get on their level and, you know.
Yeah, and, you know the crazy part is that it's the things that I learned to be in this business were like the simplest things. It was like when people talk to me about the music business, I always feel like business is business. Whether I'm selling music, I'm selling cookies, I'm selling drugs, I'm selling alcohol, whatever it is, it's all the same thing. It's supply and demand, and it's understanding what the customer wants, right? That's how I look at this, right? So, you know, it came, for me, it became easy because, so the lessons that I learned were the lessons that was like, I could tell you like 3 or 4 lessons that I learned that you might look like, what does that have to do with music and the music business? But it changed my life. It was like the most random things from the most random people that was like, wow, it was one of the things like, in a room full of people, I'm like, did anybody peep that? And everybody's like, yeah, what about it? I'm like, that's the key to the world. And it was like the simplest thing.
Give us an example of one of those things that you learned, if you will.
Okay. Somebody said there was this guy who was mentoring me, and he basically he wasn't even a mentor. He basically was an OG. He ain't mentor because he ain't know shit. No disrespect to him, but you can't mentor somebody when you don't even know. But he was older than me, and I respected him. And, you know, he basically said to me, he was like, you know, he was drunk too. He was like, you know, the world is simple. You know, all you got to do is, he said, look at this phone. You see this phone, right? I see this phone. Everybody in here, the camera sees this phone. Everybody see this phone, right? He said, the key to the world is understanding that we all see the phone, but we all see the same phone from different perspectives. So he was like, you know, I see it from this way, you see it from this way, the camera sees it from this way. So the key to life was understanding that just because I see it from here and you see it from here, she sees it from here, doesn't mean that I'm right, you're right, or she's right. It's me, the job for me is to understand that this is how you see it. This is how they see it. This is how I see it. So when I'm talking to somebody that's talented and they're frustrated or they're mad or they're angry, I'm always understanding your perspective. Like, this is how you see it, but understand this. So that was like, so anytime I go in the room, anything I do in life, when I walk in the room, I don't see it from my perspective. I have to see it from everybody's. So if you notice when I walked in, I didn't know who was who, but I shook everybody's hand. I introduced myself to everybody because I don't know who's who, but from my perspective, you don't, if whether you're highest or the lowest, if you see this guy come in the room and he takes his time to say hello to everybody, you either appreciate that or you feel like, well, that's what they're supposed to do, but regardless, I did it. You know, so usually the person that's of power expects you to say, hey, what's up, tomorrow? I'm Ray. But the person that's at the bottom that's just happy to be in the room is like, oh, they spoke to me. You know, so for me, the way I approach everything is I try to see everybody's perspective, and that's all I care about.
So I had to just wonder, what is your focus right now, you know, with business, personal, family? What is your focus right now, and what are you driving all of your attention and energy into?
That's a great question, bro. That's a really good question. I guess the ultimate goal is just to be happy. I mean, you know, I think that it's all about satisfying your soul and what makes you happy. And that's, you know, it's something about what we do, right? and I tell this to people, it's something about somebody taking somebody who is nothing almost and lifting them up for the ability for the world to celebrate them. Think about that. You're taking somebody who has nothing and you're going to put them in a position where the world loves them. At least do it for a person that's a good person. Like I always say, I'm not going to make Frankenstein. I got to love you while you're poor, because I'm only going to like you when you're rich. If I don't like you when you're poor, I'm going to hate you when you're rich. And I just do what makes me feel good. And what makes me feel good is watching people who I care about on my team, on my family, on my life alone, just being happy. Like, I feel like we all living life chasing bullshit, chasing dreams, chasing things that doesn't exist. And for me, it's like, I just want to experience that same feeling every day for the rest of my life, and anybody that's with me, happy and accomplishing stuff. So for me, it's like, I have a lot of things that I do in the music industry. I have a lot of things that I'm excited about. I have a lot of things that I care about. But at the end of the day, man, all I give a fuck about is the people that I love and on my team being happy and satisfied at the end of the day. As long as when you go home, you feel like, man, that was great. That's all I give a fuck about. You know, I don't let money drive me. Money will never drive me. It will never, because you can make a whole lot of money. You have rich people that kill themselves. Why? Because after you get to a certain point where you can have whatever you want, money is just that. It's really about satisfying your soul and finding people that you love and sharing those moments with them. Like, that's what makes me happy. Seeing kids happy, seeing kids live out their dream. Because when I was a kid, I ain't have shit, and nobody probably cared about me living out my dream. So that's why I live my life like I'm a kid. Anybody knows me know I laugh all day, I talk shit all day, I hustle, I do everything the way a kid would. That's how I look at it. So whatever I do is what makes me happy and makes my soul happy. I always tell you, man, people talk to me about music all day, but I never talk about music because it's not about music. It's just the business we're in. And we was at Kroger selling groceries. As long as you find the happiness in that, who cares? Like, most people aren't happy because they're chasing the dollar and not chasing the dream.
And that's absolutely.
Yeah.
So with that said, what do you do when you're kicking back when it's just Ray not working?
Oh, well, I enjoy great porno, you know, I gotta be honest. That's real too, by the way. But, no, I mean, you know, I don't know, man. Like, I'm kicking back now. I'm enjoying this. I'm kicking back now, having a conversation with somebody, and hopefully it's one or two people that sees this that change their life. You don't never have to vacation for something that you love.
That's true.
You only vacation from people. It's not the thing you love, it's people. So if I'm vacationing from the people, then I need new people around me. I need to get away from you, bro, and you don't need to be in my life.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give for those coming up in the business who are aspiring for greatness to actually, which you've said a lot already, but anything that you would hone in on particularly? Any advice for anybody trying to get to where you are or trying to fulfill where they are trying to get to in their career?
Just be honest with yourself. Stop being so self-fulfilled where you think it's all about you. You know, this shit is a privilege, bro. It's a privilege. I hate when people feel like they're gonna change the world. Man, Michael Jackson died and the world went on. And that's Michael Jackson. The world will go on with or without any of us. At least be a good person to the people living while you're in it. Because it's gonna go on. You know, so when people come to this music industry, you're not the game. You're not the business. You're not the end all be all. This shit has been here before you, and it will be here after you.